Like most A24 films, this film has gotten a lot of very divisive reviews. Am I on the love side, or am I on the hate side? Let's find out. What is going on, guys? Cinema World from Cinema Reviews here, and today I am here to review Hereditary, which is led by Ari Aster in his directorial debut and stars Tony Colletti, Alex Wolff, Lily Shapiro, and Donnie Gabriel Buns, the latest film from A24. And to keep it very brief, the story is based about this family, or basically are haunted by the death of their great grandmother. That's really all I'm going to say about the story. This is honestly one of the films where I'm going to go in not very much as possible, so I'm not going to keep my thoughts very, very brief on this review, because it's really one of the films where you're going not knowing much as possible. Now, Hereditary was a film I actually was kind of interested in. Like, I actually didn't see hardly any footage just stuff from the trailer, because I've been told this is a film planning going on as much as possible, and that's been what I did. I heard nothing but amazing reviews, and I heard nothing but great things about this movie, so I was very curious to check it out. And a few of my friends actually told me that I would actually love the movie since it has a lot of feels. But it's basically kind of similar, has a similar feel to The Babadook, which, in case most of you know, that film is my favorite horror film of the decade so far. So that actually got me a little more curious to check out Hereditary. And after watching Hereditary, I actually watched this film on Friday, actually. As I filmed this review, I'm actually watching it on Friday, but it took me now to review it. That's because this film has been stuck in my head ever since I saw it. It's one of those movies that I really need to think about it before I review it. So that's why. And Hereditary was freaking brilliant. This film is obviously another big hit from A24. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best movies. And a film that really is just whoa, and definitely one of my favorite movies of 2018, without question. Like, in a way, I can understand why someone not like this movie, but for me, I freaking love every second of Hereditary. Like, there really is so much greatness to Hereditary. And one I'm going to first is the performances. Every performance here is great to excellent, especially Tony Colletti. And she's been getting some Oscar buzz in this movie performance, and honestly, it really doesn't want to see why. But she was excellent. This is definitely one of Tony Colletti's best performances she has given. And she goes through a lot of emotions and a lot of creases in this film, and you really do feel for her character. And you do understand what she's going through in a certain way, but you do kind of get where she's coming from situations, and she's kind of crazy, but she's like never too over the top. She just had some weird stuff, but she never goes like way over the top. Like, you guys what I'm saying. But Tony Colletti was freaking excellent here, and the other performances too from Alex Wolff, Lily Shapiro, and Donnie Gabriel Buns. Everybody gives an amazing performance, and we all have very intriguing and mysterious and all around excellent characters. I'm not going to talk about too much about this again because I want you guys not knowing too much about. But performance at character level is pretty much amazing. And also what's amazing is the cinematography. I do agree with what my friends might say. This is pretty much Roger Deakins' level of perfection when it comes to cinematography, because this movie has, so far, this movie has the best cinematography I've seen all year. Because, oh my god, it is so gorgeous to look at. And there are awesome shots that, like some films that have some stuff like that will pretty much stuck in my brain. Just, is that beautiful and gorgeous. The production and sound design are also beautiful and amazing as well, just amazing. But again, this is a horror movie. This is a horror movie. And just one thing a horror movie really should do is to keep you in suspense and most importantly, to scare you. And did this film do it? Oh yes, it did. It most definitely did. And like I said, a few of my friends told me that I would love this movie because it has a great feel to the Babadook, which, in case most of you don't know, is actually my favorite horror movie of the decade. I fucking love Babadook. I actually did a review on Halloween last year if I had not seen it. but I fucking loved Babadook. It's a horror film that doesn't really feel like a horror movie, honestly, so it more relies on realism and grief and all us aspects and then just scaring you to really tell a story and to really scare you. Yeah. It basically does scare you, but not in the ways you expect, if you get what I'm saying. And that's basically what Hereditary does, honestly. It does scare you, but not in the typical ways you expect a horror film to scare you. And that's a great thing. Like, those are also my favorite type of horror movies. Horror films that feel different. Like, this one actually has a lot of the horror cliches than you expect. But they do them in a different and unique way to make them feel fresh and original, which is something I give Hereditary major props for. This is what I always loved. Like I said, I always don't mind when films cliche as long as they do something very different and unique with those cliches, and that's basically what Hereditary did. And you know, has cliches. This one was still unpredictable. Like, I was surprised at a lot of stuff it went to, and it goes in directions I honestly didn't expect. It actually surprised the hell out of me. So, great job. Good job, Ari Aster, who did a fantastic and amazing job directing this movie. It is amazing when it comes to the horror aspect of the movie. It definitely did scare me in some areas. But on the drama aspect, it's even better, honestly. Like, this is also a very real movie. It's very realistic, but in the best ways. And there's also the thing I love about Babadook as well. Again, the mother is basically about a mother trying to take care of her son, who's kind of not like the best kid to be around. Right, and it really tells different themes and messages on loss and grief. And it kind of was also what Hereditary does as well, but in a different way. It really has a great feel of the Babadook, but not enough to where it's kind of ripping off on it. Again, Hereditary is still its own thing. The drama aspect really had me hurt. It really had me engaged as well. Again, it's a very real horror movie, and very realistic, and some stuff that a lot of you can actually connect to when it comes to what the message and themes they're trying to tell here. And the family moments here really do work. All the characters are just very interesting and unique characters that I just, man. I mean, it definitely engrossed me, engaged me from beginning to end. There really wasn't, and especially it being like 120 minutes long, I personally wasn't bored at all. I honestly was more engaged and engrossed, and I felt like, I can't just get it over. Like, I wasn't sure if the pacing was an issue for me, but more thinking about it, it never was an issue for me, so yeah, the pacing is honestly perfect, at least for me. It really keeps engaged, it really builds up a lot to some interesting things to happen, it works incredibly well. It really messes with you, but in the best ways possible. Yeah. I'm last time a film messed with me this good while watching it. And I give them filmmakers major props on that. And the score here also might be the best score I've heard all year as well. Like, Hereditary is one of the movies that the more I keep thinking about it, the more I love it. And I love films that do that. The more that I keep thinking about it, and the more I keep thinking about it, the more I freaking love it. Like, this film is just, man, it's definitely a very unique and different one. Which, again, I can kind of understand why people aren't really, because it is very different than most films, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But for me, I always love something that's very different and very unique than your typical film. And that's what Hereditary does, especially when it comes to horror. Because horror is like it's the best genre. Like, I do love a lot of horror movies, but most of them are kind of cliched and kind of guess how certain things are going. But this film just is very unique. And horror really has done doing a lot good lately, especially with this year with Firefly, which is also now a fair amount this year. But it's honestly maybe better than that movie. I'm not comparing them in terms of horror films. This film really scared me in different and unique ways. They really did an amazing job. Like I said, it's very unpredictable and surprising. It's full of interesting themes that really catch my interest. It has amazing characters. It has a lot of images and shots that are kind of imprinted into my brain. This film is just in perfection. It's horror perfection. And this film, I honestly I feel after a rewatch, I'm gonna love it even more. And the ending, a lot of people really had what kind of divided on the ending. A lot of people thought it was actually pretty intriguing, and honestly, a lot of people thought it was kind of like abrupt or rushed or whatever. I thought it ended perfectly. I thought it ended in a very interesting way, and I love to appreciate the film even more. Like, this is just Now, I tried hard to think if there are any issues or problems that I have with Hereditary. And personally, I can't think of any. There really wasn't any problems I had in the movie, honestly. There really wasn't. So overall, Hereditary was just, I'm definitely on the love side when it comes to loving or hating it. Because again, someone's very divisive, and I'm not sure whether I'll be on the love side or on the hate side. And I'm definitely on the love side here, because Hereditary really is something that's just, wow. This is a film that I can't stop thinking about. It really has to let my brain as I watched it, and that's some of my favorite type of movies. I'm not sure this exactly is my favorite deal so far. I have to think about it. But it's definitely at least in the top 3. It's definitely in the top 3 for me. I mean, that's how amazing this movie is. It engrossed me and engaged me from beginning to end. It goes in very different, unique ways I didn't expect. It has a great, amazing performances, amazing characters, gorgeous cinematography, an amazing score. It's a film that really works on drama aspect, but also on the horror aspect. This film that the more I keep thinking about it, the more I'm gonna love it, and the more I'll rewatch it, the more I'm gonna love it. This is definitely one of my favorite movies of the year. I wasn't sure whether I should give it 108+, but that's mainly because I don't want to give out too many. I keep trying to think about whether I should give too many A+ last year. Then I can't give a lot of 2016 and 2015 when I first started doing movies and all that stuff. But this is one of those movies where I need it. This one honestly deserves it. So that being said, I'm going to give Hereditary a 100 of an A freaking plus. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Hereditary. If you of course have seen this movie, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Let me know if you're on the love side of the movie or you're on the hate side, or you're just in the middle when it comes to this movie. Let me know in the comments down below. And so tune out the long plan. This week I will have my Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol review ready. You know, either tomorrow or Wednesday. And I'll make sure I will have my View Incredibles 2 as I plan on seeing that tonight, so definitely excited for that. That and somewhere this week I'll have my Pixar ranking. I'll look at all 20 movies in the franchise, all 20 films Pixar has done, so definitely do some that, and I have all my videos playing at work, and also I have just reached 300 subscribers. I reached 300, like, you wouldn't believe how excited I was when I found I reached this now. Like, it's crazy that most of you guys are watching, that a lot of you guys are really watching my videos and actually give me likes and good comments. Like, I got a lot of appreciative comments, and sure, I get the typical negative comment just like here and there, but the positive reaction I always give to my channel, it's honestly kind of mind-blowing, honestly, and I really appreciate you guys really do like watching me talk about movies, want to talk about basically what I've been wanting to do for my whole life. Basically talk about movies, TVs, games, and even music as well. So I really appreciate and I'm thankful for what you're doing. What am I going to do starting with 200? Not really sure yet. I'll think about it, and when I do, I'll let you guys know. But again, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly, honestly do appreciate it. I really do. And if you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all of my social media sites. All links are down below. I am World from Worldreviews. I will see you guys next time. Stay cool about that. Peace.